Welcome, everyone, to the 2020 edition of the Cubica AMF Bowling Promotion Cup. We're here in Saint-Lô, France, in the northwest region, near the beaches of Normandy, for the third and final stage of these matches. Bruce Hall here, and I'm your international commentator for these matches. What we are going to see today is the first in a series of two stepladder matches to determine the women's championship of this entire tour. The Saint-Lô phase is the last stop in the tour, and we are seeing Alexandra Lopes make her first shot with a very nice mixer strike on the right lane, and she'll be bowling Cynthia Frendo Duca, who qualified second for these championships, with Alexandra qualifying third, and the winner of this match to take on the high qualifier, Daria Payok. And here's our first look at Cynthia Frendo Duca, the smooth stroking lefty. She's throwing that hypercell skid. Let's see how she does. You saw in the opening that the oil pattern is the crown jewel oil pattern, 43 feet. Not too much oil, 22.73 mils. Recreational pattern, so a fairly high scoring pattern. And unfortunately, Cynthia gets that one left off her hand and goes through the beak for a 4-7 to kick things off. We've seen these ladies dominate the men in the regular stepladder format. The three ladies came out on top of the three men touring in this series, and there's an unfortunate break for Cynthia chopping that 4-7, which we all know the feeling of. It's not a fun feeling to do right off the bat. Interesting that we saw Alexandra start in the right lane, and then Cynthia is going to be on the left lane, then the right lane. A little bit of a switch up from the normal, if you will, PBA style. Very nice shot there by Cynthia. Good comeback. A switch up from the normal PBA style lane cross that you normally see. Let's see this shot. Right over 10. Rolls it right up. Just a beautiful, straightforward game. So few moving parts in Cynthia's game. Very, very, very straightforward. So this is interesting. Here's Alexandra on the left lane with an IQ. That's an IQ ball she's got on the right lane and strikes. And on the right lane, she's got the phase 2. Let's see if she's really going to stay with different balls on each lane. Now, we have seen the left lane of this pair. And we're here at Bowling of Saint-Lô, and we've seen the left lane of this pair hook a little more. So it wouldn't be that surprising to see her use two different balls, and indeed that's what she's going to do. She's going to go with the phase 2, the more aggressive surfaced phase 2 on the right lane, and the less aggressive IQ Tour on the left lane. IQ Tour Pearl, we might call that ball. And great shot. Give her the triple. She obviously knows her ball reactions and is making some wonderful shots. We saw Alexandra dominate the stepladder in the D-non stage and give the boys a run for their money, and she's been a factor in pretty much every match going forward in this tour. And here's Cynthia facing early pressure. And let's see if she can get this one to the pocket, and does, and gets the carry. Good shot there. And that's going to leave her 21 pins down, though, because of the open in the first as opposed to Alexandra's strike. So good shot there. Cynthia, age 29. Coach Mark Spiteri from Malta. And Cynthia certainly a very tough competitor for that Maltese team, along with her teammate Matthew Magro. Let's see if she can extend her string here. Lay off a little bit. Couldn't do it. A little bit high. And unfortunately leaves that 6-pin. And I think this is going to... She's about a board inside her mark, maybe a board and a half. And unfortunately doesn't get the push enough to get the carry. Goes over to the plastic ball. Shouldn't have any trouble with the 6-pin spare, but that will leave her 22 pins down, with Alexandra looking to be pretty lined in each lane. And of course, the announcer's curse. As soon as I say no trouble with the 6-pin, she gets up and flags it and has trouble with the 6-pin and gets it left, right in the oil. She knows that's not going to hook. And now Alexandra enjoying a dominant lead already here in the 4th frame. And here's Alexandra again on that left lane. With that IQ straight up the boards, right into the pocket, blows the rack, 4 in a row. Perfect for 4 is Alexandra. And just so solid at the line. Kind of happy she got that carry. It was a little bit light in the pocket. Got the blower 5, didn't leave the weak 10. But when you're getting as many fingers on the ball as she does, she gets through the ball very, very cleanly. Made a very, very nice stroke there. Now back to the phase 2, hooking a little bit more, and we'll see how that goes. Alexandra, of course, age 24, member of the French national team, along with her teammate Valentine Saulnier, coached by Patrice Seradel. And let's see what she can do with this phase 2. A little bit right of target, but brings it up, blows the rack, could not get the 7 to go. Pretty good shot of the 2 balls she's throwing. I would think the phase 2 would have a little more power through that pocket, but couldn't quite get there. And here we can see that shot. Looks like she might have got around it just a tad. Might have lost a half a rev. That's all it takes. But still in very, very good shape here is Alexandra with the front 4. And enjoying a 33-pin lead. Part of that by virtue of the 6-pin flag by Cynthia, which I cursed her on, so sorry about that, Cynthia. And Cynthia staying with that hypercell skid. She's also been throwing a motive Jackal Ghost on some of the other matches, which hooks even a little less than that skid. Let's see if she can get in the pocket here. Pretty good shot there. Perfect. Perfect in the pocket. And let's see if she can put a couple together here, maybe put some pressure on Alexandra in the second half of this game. 2020 Cubica AMF Bowling Promotion Cup is a wonderful way to tour France and see France. My friend Bruno Bidone, who is the sponsor of these matches, is accepting entries for the 2021 tour. If you're interested, I would check out the Bowling Promotion Cup Facebook page if you have any interest in going on this tour. It's a great fun. My good friends Chris and Amy Viali go, and there's a beautiful blower rack strike there. My friends Chris and Amy Viali go. Couldn't go last year, but they will be going in 2021. And great ambassadors for the sport from the U.S. And I don't know who else is on the roster internationally, but Bruno gets some wonderful talent, as we can see here, to come to these tours. And you can see the mask protocol, where you're allowed to take your mask down as you make your shot, but other than that, your mask has to be up and in place. Very, very common in bowling circles. And again, she's on the left lane with that IQ, and whoa, couldn't get the turn through the pocket and leaves the 5-7. Really not a good break at all. You could see the ball kind of skidding through the back end. She's looking at this and she's saying, what? This wasn't that bad a shot. It's turning up through, but you can see the ball deflect away from the 5-pin. Just could not get any love on either of those pins. Well, let's see what she does with this split. Usually you move a couple left with your feet and throw it right and hope. We do see this made a lot. Oh, flags them both. And unfortunately, that's going to give her the open. And now we can watch Cynthia get up and substantially tighten this match by virtue of the double that she's working on. And actually, that's moved it now to a 20-pin match. And there's the phase two, and that phase two does the job through the pins. Actually, 19-pin match, we should call it now. Now watch this phase two turn through the pocket. She says, you got to do your job. And that certainly would have done the job on the left lane, but she's chosen the less aggressive ball to deal with the drier lane over there. Now Cynthia, big shot to try to get back into this match. Oh, got through it good, gets it left a little bit, won't make the corner, and gets the roll on the 3-pin. Couldn't have happened at a better time for Cynthia. What a great break she got. She knew it was left. There is dry out there, so hopefully it would react a little bit, but she gets the roll on the 3-pin. And now we have a 9-pin match. And this to take the lead by 1 if Cynthia can get this hit here. Again, the winner to face Daria Payok for the women's championship. And another huge shot by Cynthia here. Got it to the outside to the dry, turn it up, gets the mixer, lead change, and give her the 4-bagger comeback. Great shot. And gets it right out over 10. Good shot, rolls it back, scrambles them. And now a 1-pin lead for Cynthia. Now Alexandra can get up and double and take the lead back. And gets it up to the pocket. Whoa, no trouble with carry that time for Alexandra. She gets the strike, gets the 10-pin carry. That's perfect in the pocket. Remember last time she left a 5-7 on this lane. Wasn't going to happen that time. That was much straighter and right at the pocket. And now give her the 9-pin lead back again. Trading leads here and throwing strikes. Very exciting match. Now let's see how Alexandra can do in this right lane with this phase 2. Get that concentration. Now to the dry, turn it up. Great shot. Mixer 7. Won't quite go. And now an 8-pin lead for Alexandra with Cynthia able to get up, and with ball in hand, as we call it, Cynthia can close out this match. She can go up and take this match and face Daria Payok for the title. She will need 3 strikes, though, to do it. And there's Alexandra, no trouble with the spare. So max 234 for Alexandra. And Cynthia sitting here with 246 possible. So very important shot here that she get this one and the next one. And she can close this match out. Here's a shot, a little bit right. Oh, got that one right. Not going to get the break on the 4-pin. And that's going to give her the 9-pin deficit going into the 10th. assuming she carries and assuming she picks up this 4-pin. Got a little right off her hand on that. I think might have got a little amped up on the pressure. It happens. But very good shots to put herself back in this match. Now her max is 225. So if Cynthia can double here, she will force, and get good count, she will force Alexandra to double in the 10th. So very important couple of strikes here. Oop, she's like, okay, we'll start over. A little bit of a glitch there in the push away. Reset. No harm, no foul. We'll start over here, and here we go. Take your time. High pressure situation. These are the situations you cannot replicate in practice. And got that one out very nicely. She threw it well. Wouldn't make the corner though. And unfortunately, that's going to be a tough recovery for her because she's going to stay down. She's now going to need help from Alexandra to win this match. Alexandra needing only a mark at this point. And good cover on the 3-pin. She can strike for 214. And again, with Alexandra going at a 224 pace, she will need a mark in the 10th, assuming Cynthia has good count here. And that's in the pocket. Good shot. There's the strike. So give her 214. And now Alexandra needs a mark to move on to face Daria Payok for the Women's Championship. She has really just one blemish on the scorecard. And that's that 5-7 that she left, and that was on this lane. But then she came back and struck on this lane. So let's see what she does with this shot. Will she go hard at it, right at the pocket, straight up? Best kind of mark there is. There's the strike. And Alexandra Lopes, look at those eyes. Look at those eyes. Come on now, give it to me. Yeah, that's it. Great shot. And turns up through the pocket. Blows the 5, and that's the winning shot there for Alexandra Lopes. Very, very solid game she bowled here, using the 2 different balls on 2 different lanes. And very good strategy, using it to maximum effect. And gets the second one in the 10th, no problem there. And she'll be in the 230s with a wonderful game bowled by Alexandra. And again, looking forward to this final match, which is coming up on this YouTube channel. You want to hit like. You can see a lot of great matches here, both in their original language and in this international format. Again, Bruce Hall here, your international commentator. Shout out to Bruno Bidone, producer of this series. And stay tuned. Next match will be Alexandra Lopes against Daria Payok for the Women's Championship.